So I'm going to bring in some Actionscript here and just kind of open this up. Alright, so stop, opening, closing parentheses, semicolon. And the next thing we need to do is import a few things. So we're going to say import fl.video.asterisk, semicolon, import flash.events.asterisk, semicolon. Okay, so basically, again, what we're going to be doing is we're going to make our video cue points trigger the button functions. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to say, let's set this up so our buttons trigger the changes in the video as well as on stage. Alright, and what we need to say here is function. I've kind of given these some longer than usual variable names to help explain what we're doing. So the first one's called find underscore a underscore q underscore point, opening parentheses, and basically we're going to give a variable name to the names of our cue points. Alright, so we need to say opening parentheses name underscore of underscore our underscore q underscore points, closing parentheses colon void opening bracket, come on to the next line, and here we're going to let's name the beginning of our cue points and name our cue points. Okay, so this next variable, so let's put var q underscore point underscore index. This next variable name right here, alright, let's say you have an 800-minute video and you set up a cue point at 758 minutes. So basically that 758 minutes where we set up a cue point, the beginning of that cue point is going to be the cue point index. Alright, so that's what that is. So we're going to say cue point equals vid underscore player dot find cue point with a capital C and a capital P. I'm going to put opening parentheses, and we're going to say names underscore of underscore our underscore q underscore points, closing parentheses, semicolon. And what I would suggest going ahead and do, we've got a ton of times where we're going to be typing names of our cue points. So go ahead and copy that. Get on the next line, and let's go ahead and set up our video player to seek to specific cue times. So alright, so what we're going to say here is vid underscore player seek seconds, opening parentheses, cue underscore point underscore index dot time, closing parentheses, semicolon, next line, and we're going to create a function right here that we're going to define in a second. So we need to say look underscore for underscore our underscore buttons, which would be looking for our button functions more or less. Alright, so opening parentheses, cue underscore point underscore index dot name, closing parentheses, semicolon, next line, closing bracket. Here's where we somewhat set up if it's streaming video. Now, of course, you can use just regular progressive video for this, but the way we're going to set this up as if it is RTMP. So we're going to call this function if underscore streaming underscore vid, and you really could name this as anything. I just named it as this because this is where we sort of set the video player if it's streaming. Alright, so what we're going to do is put name of our cue points. So if you copy that, go ahead and paste it, colon string, and we call this a string because we have so many names of cue points that we're going to be calling, so we need to set up the string. So let's see, closing parentheses, colon, void, opening bracket, next line, and what we're going to say here is if opening parentheses, exclamation point, vid underscore player dot is RT MP for streaming. Alright, and then we need to put the ampersand sign twice, exclamation point, vid underscore player dot playing closing parentheses, opening bracket, come down to the next line, vid underscore player dot play. So we're basically telling it to play. Opening, closing parentheses, semicolon, next line, closing bracket.